Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Staria here. Hope you're having a great day today. And this time, I've been working on my very own farming guide for Philameno Mushrooms. Now, I kind of wanted to start doing this just because Klee's dropping this week, starting on weekly reset, and she requires Philanemo Mushroom to farm, so I just put together this little guide. So you can see that we start over in the Dawn Winery area of the map. I've already collected about 2 Philanemo Mushrooms from this one house. But if you dash across forward from this house directly, you'll see that there's another building and one behind it. You can find a good amount of mushrooms here. So just climb up this little chimney thing right here, scave the rooftop, and you'll find one right on top of here. Kind of like a T. Now I'm pretty sure it's on the opposite end, but I just had to double check and make sure that it wasn't on that side. So yeah. Now we're just gonna keep running straight across to the next house, and we'll find at least 2 or 3 more, I believe. But I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of the Springville area because that one has a lot more compared to this spot. But I just wanted to put this in the video anyway just because you gotta maximize the amount of Philanemo and any other resource really. Considering that it takes a lot of materials just to invest in one character from level 1 to 80. So now I know it's only on the screen for like less than a second, but that's where the spawn is for Springville Valley. So all you gotta do is just jump onto this house and just run across this little foundation. I know the foundation is on the bottom part, but I'm sorry. So then you'll see one in that corner right there, and all you gotta do right now is just jump off of this cliff. Just stay on the left side and you'll be fine. You can find a mushroom right there, and then we're gonna jump over to this next building over here. Keep climbing up the chimney, but I had trouble because I could barely see here. Now you can do this one of 2 ways. The next area after here, we're gonna just run to this giant windmill tower type area. So you can either just circle around the whole thing, but I decided it'd be much quicker to just climb up the staircase and then just look upward once you see the point I'm about to head at. And just jump up multiple times. If you got the stamina for it, just do it because it just makes it so much easier to just jump all the way up. Now something that you're going to notice later on in the video is I actually do switch my party up a bit to have 2 animal characters because it reduces the stamina consumption. And I completely forgot that while I was farming the Philanemo mushrooms. Now you can jump left or right, but I just go left because it saves the most time, and you're going to find a good amount of mushrooms here. And you're going to find one next to the trees, and I only thought they grew on houses. They don't grow on houses, but that's where you find them, on houses, I mean. Now, once we've picked up this mushroom, we're just going to jump down one more time. We're going to find it in this corner here next to that little wagon cart. And we're just going to circle around this tree, rock, and tree again. And we're going to find one right next to this tree, surrounded by bushes. After that, you're going to climb up this rock. And I climbed up this tree because I'm hesitant to climb houses when they have those, like, things beneath them that block you from jumping all the way up. You know which one I'm talking about because it happens all the time. And it's just so annoying, and you'll find another one right next to this chimney here. Something I recommend you always do while you're farming anything is just always check every nook and cranny and every single corner, because like right here you'll see that there's some over here, but I can't necessarily jump on that at the moment. So I had to use the environment around me, such as trees, cliffs, or just anything really just to get up top. Now you'll see that there's one. I feel like they're always next to chimneys now. But still, like, you always find some beneath. I guess that would be like a gutter type of area, I'm guessing. Even though it doesn't look exactly like gutters that we have in real life, of course. Now the last one we're gonna find, it's right on this tree. I saw it glowing. And I was gonna just write this area off as just completed, but I saw something glowing in a tree, so I just had to check, and I was right that it was a mushroom. So that proves the point that you have to check everywhere, guys. Now we're off to the next area, which is going to be in Mondstadt. All we gotta do is just use the teleporter closer to the left, and we're gonna spawn up here on top of the Favonius Knights headquarters. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. So we're just gonna jump onto this windmill, and you can already see the amount we already have 2 over here, and there's more as you scale the building downward. You could scale from up top, I mean from the bottom up, but I feel like it's just much easier this way. And we're able to just continue moving in a straightforward path. But it is going to get confusing once we circle around even more around Mondstadt, because Mondstadt is just a huge place. Not as big as Liyue Harbor, but still pretty big in its own right. Now after you're done floating down from that windmill, I mean, instead of going straight to that windmill to your right that you see there, you're going to just climb up this building over here. and you'll find another mushroom at the very top. And once you get up there, just recuperate your stamina because we're about to fly one more time. And this time we're just gonna go over to that windmill I was talking about earlier. Now I did fall, but you gotta be able to catch yourself sometimes. I didn't recuperate stamina, so I guess I was just a little bit nervous. Just climb all the way up to the top because I'm pretty sure there's not that many on the bottom, as you'll see in the video, because I don't check the building because I've checked a couple of times before I collected everything. So now we're near, I guess I would call it like a small park where people just relax. You already see one on the building, and you're gonna see one more next to this weird hex door that I haven't done yet. I'm not even sure if you can do it at the moment, but it has hydro involved. And right there you see a thing that blocks me from jumping up, just like I mentioned earlier. I already saw that one over there, but I forget if I picked it up or not, but you see two over here on this building. I jump down from this little tarp thing and make my way back upward. Now I was thinking about cutting this whole part out, but I feel like it'd be much better to show you guys the entire route that I take. So you see one that's down beneath on that building and then one all the way up here. So you can check for more areas, but I didn't feel like it was worth checking. Well, I did check, but not in the video, and you see me struggling to get back up on top of this thing. Now I just left this here for a comical purpose because I freaking suck when it comes to shooting arrows to figure out where I want to show people where to go. And I always end up hitting my light, so you're going to glide around straight forward from that spot I was just at, and we're going to make our way up to that building that I was trying to shoot at. Now something me and my friend Obscured noticed about climbing is that, well, he noticed it and he just put me onto it, is that smaller characters are more at a disadvantage, but then you have characters like Chi-Chi and Klee, who are honestly the smallest characters in the game, and there's going to be more incoming with the Futures of Diona, but there's two Philameno Mushrooms here right behind that building, and I'm going to jump across, but there is one there, but I just missed it, but I saw the thing to pick up and I missed it, so I just go back. But back to the characters about height. Characters like D-Luke are at a ginormous advantage, and I mess up here, and it is just so annoying. So I just cut that whole part out. It was a bad thing to happen. But characters like D-Luke are at a massive advantage when it comes to the height game, because we can pretty much just jump over everything, and there are sometimes when our height saves us from drowning. Like, I can't find a spot, but like there's a few ponds in Leeway Harbor where I would have drowned had I not been D-Luke. But his height pretty much just saves me all the time. So once we get across this building, we're just gonna climb all the way up here, and again, my stamina consumption is terrible. I just love to jump all the time. Now this is the thing that gets me kinda tight about Monster, is that every building looks the same, and I kept on confusing myself on where the mushrooms were, so I apologize that this is taking a bit longer than it should, but like, I see it here, and I honestly just don't even worry about it, and it makes me waste my time. Like, I knew it was there, but I didn't pick it up anyway. I don't know why. I guess I was just being backwards here. So I had to come back and get it, so it's no big deal. You guys can honestly learn from my mistakes and be quicker about this. Once you get this route down, you'll pretty much have all the Philanemo mushrooms in the game for the day until they reset. And there is one nice little thing. I kind of found like an Aerith flower girl, and that's Flora's little sister in the game, and I just call her Aerith because Aerith is my favorite flower girl in the history of flower girls ever. So I'm just gonna jump across, and I did this right the first time, but I just couldn't grab onto it properly. So that instead you're gonna grab it before you fall there. So just make sure you grab it, so then you don't have to come over here in front of this building here just to climb upwards. Because I'm pretty sure this is the only way to get up here, to pick up this last mushroom, and I see it, and the same thing happened again. I didn't pick it up, because I guess I'm just twitching. Now the flower girl is near Windrise, near Starfield Valley Teleporter, and you can also see a statue of the 7 there, and that's where she is. Now be warned that there will be mobs around here, and I scared her away by using this D-Luke's ultimate. So then you can see here that she does sell 5 of these, but I've been told that they reset every 3 days, so keep that in mind. So that pretty much just wraps up the entire video, guys. I want to do this again with other types of farmable items, so bear with me in the future, and I hope you guys continue to support me and keep watching the videos, and I plan to produce more content. And thank you all again. This is Staria signing out. Later, guys.